Hi and welcome to another Day Goes Fishing video. So I'm on the River Severn again. I've been to one stretch a bit further up, which I'd never seen before. On inspection, it's not really ideal for fishing overnight with a bivvy. It's quite high banks and a lot of the pegs are down quite steep banks. I think it's okay if you're fishing for a few hours on an evening if you're local with a single rod sort of thing, but 2 rods and a bivvy down a steep bank at night on your own, I've got to think about my own safety. So I've moved from there to another stretch. Now this stretch I've equally not seen before. It's very overgrown. It's only a small stretch. I think there's only about 5 or 6 pegs. But as I say, it's very overgrown. So I've just arrived. Typically there's no rain forecast, so it started to rain. So I'm going to get my bivvy set up, have a proper look at the peg, and then I'll come back and show you that in a bit. Right, well I'm all set up now. The swim itself is not very deep at all. It's only 3.5 foot. Just above me there's a couple of islands. The river sort of passes around 2 islands and then comes through here. But yeah, it's quite shallow, so not that confident if I'm honest, but we need to get set up. It's not quite, I think dusk is in about 10 minutes, but we're pretty much on dusk, or sunset should I say. So 18mm boilie, PVA bag, 2-ounce lead on this one. This will be the downstream rod, and this is the first cast basically. So that's that one. This one is a 15mm boilie, size 10 hook. Again, PVA bag, size 2-ounce lead, 1.75 test curve rods. That one's going to go a bit further, I think. I'll put this one, left one a bit more down the middle, and that one a bit further, but just to hedge my bets a bit. There we go. Both rods out. So as always, I'll hopefully see you in a bit with a fish or two. We have a fishy. Strange bite actually. It sort of went, oh. It sort of released the tension initially before it went. But it's definitely no longer anything on the end. Oh. Oh no, it come off. There's definitely a fish on. I'd guess it was a barbel as well. Woody. I've just lost one on the other rod before I even got that one out. This one seems to be fine. There's definitely a fish on the end. There it comes. Yeah, be a little chubby. In the net. Oh well, it's the first fish. Positive signs. Here's the first fish. Oh, little chub. Not that big, but £2.3. And I just lost a fish on the other rod as well, so positive signs. There's a few fish about though. So we'll get it back and get both rods back out. We do. Bring back a bit. Here it is. There's another chub. It is another chub in the net. Right, another chub. Slightly bigger this one. £3. What was it now? £3.6. That was it. I can't remember how big it was then. £3.6. So yeah, seems to be a few chub about. So it's 1 or 2 barbel. Right, get it back and get that rod back out. We have another fishy. Just landed a barbel and I didn't realise my GoPro wasn't recording. Anyway, there it is. I'm going to give it a couple of minutes and then we'll have a look at it. Right, I have our first barbel. And here it is. £6, £6.8. Nice fish. Didn't think it was, well, I thought it was a barbel at first, then it sort of didn't feel like a barbel for a bit. And then when it got close, it did feel like a barbel again. Unfortunately, my GoPro on my head wasn't recording, so didn't really get the full fight, but anyhow, still nice to get a barbel. Right, let's get it back. Well, not a bad start to the evening. I've just put that barbel back, £6.8. I had a couple of chub before that, a £2, a £3 and a bream. So yeah, it's just about 10 o'clock now, so not a bad start. 4 fish in the first couple of hours, so bit better than I expected really, knowing I've only got sort of 3.5 foot in this section of river. I was a bit dubious to how well I'll do, so yeah, hopefully we'll get a few more and I'll see you in a bit. I don't know if this is weed or a fish, but we'll find out. I think it's weed. It's a weed fish. Definitely a weed fish. chub. I think it is another chub. Yep, another chub. Right, well, we'll give it a quick rest and then we'll have a look at it. Right, another chub. £3.5. Certainly a few chub about. They're still keeping me busy, like a few more barbel really, but still nice to keep catching. Right, it got caught around the other rod as well, so I need to get both rods back out, so let's get it back. This one's not. There it comes. Another chub with a load of weed. Another chub. Another £3 chub. £3.1 this time. Yep. Plenty of chub about. Right, let's get it back. Get the rod back out. Hi, well it's now about midnight. Since my last update I've had a couple of chub, both £3. Interestingly, they both came on the downstream rod on the 18mm boilie. The only fish so far on the upstream rod on the 15 is the barbel. But yeah, so a couple of more chub, so hopefully we might see a few more fish in the early hours. Catch you later. GoPro start recording. Sun's just shut off. This could be a barbel. Must be getting close. There he is. Come on. Come on. In that net. In the net. There you go. Right, second barbel. This one's £7.7. Slightly bigger than the last one. Nice fish. Fin perfect as well, no damage. Very nice. Right, we'll get it back, get the rod back out. Here's that barbel then, all rested up. Oh, come on, no, turn the other way. That's it, turn that way. There you go. Here he goes. There he goes. Thanks for popping in. There it is. Come to Andy. Come on. Another barbel. Looks like a little one. Well, third barbel of the night. Only a little one. £5 exactly. It's very nice, but he's fin up like that, isn't it? £5 exactly. So, excellent. Let's get it back. Not sure if this is a chub or a barbel at the moment. We'll soon find out. We'll soon find out. A chubby. Another little chubby. Another little chubby. Another chub. Another chub. £3.3 this one. There's a lot around this sort of 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 sort of size. But still, very welcome. Let's get the rod back out. Hi, well it's now 3:45 in the morning. I've just had another chub, a £3 chub, that's just gone back. Prior to that I had a £7.7 barbel at 1 AM and a £5 barbel about 3 AM. Unfortunately I've now run out of PVA bags, which is not good. So I'll just have to put the baits out without PVA bags now and just catapult a few boilies out over the top. Not great, but I guess it is what it is. And the weed's getting worse as well now. Initially the weed wasn't that much of a problem, but it is starting to gather quite quickly on the rods now, so that's not great. But anyway, we've only got a couple of hours left before it gets light, so hopefully we might get 1 or 2 more. Catch you later. Morning. Well, as I said at the start, this wasn't my chosen venue. The first venue wasn't suitable, so I ended up here. This was a venue I had my eye on now. Mentally, this was on my list of places to come to, so yeah, I'm glad I've come down here now. It is very shallow here. You've only got around 3.5 foot. But it was fairly active up until about 11:30. I had 6 fish, a few line bites, and I lost a fish as well, so quite active up until about 11:30. Then it went quiet. Then I had a barbel about 1. I think that was the biggest at 7.7. And another barbel about 3. And then another chub about 3.30. And then I ran out of PVA. So I was just, yeah, I put out a few loose feed, a bit of loose feed, and just put the baits out on their own. But the weed got worse as well. The last 2 or 3 hours, the weed's been pretty bad. Sometimes literally within 5-10 minutes, the rods have been bent round. So yeah, so nothing since 3.30. So overall, not a bad session overall. 5 chub, 4 3-pounders and 1 2-pounder, 3 barbel, a 5, a 6 and a 7, and 1 bream. So yeah, not too bad in the end. It's a shame the weather, it wasn't forecast to rain, but it's rained almost continually. So that was unfortunate, but there you go, not the end of the world. It wasn't heavy rain, but it was just drizzling, but yeah, it wasn't expected. So that's it. Oh, there's a big wasp. So yeah, all done. Rods are in now, so I'm just going to finish packing up and then I'm going to head off home. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, maybe subscribe, and I'll see you again. Cheers, tight lines.